Beloved soul, prosperity is not something you chase. It is something you allow. The universe is abundant, overflowing with infinite riches, waiting to flow into your life. But if your mind holds fear, doubt, and worry, you unknowingly build walls that block your blessings. To remove these blocks, you must first recognize the divine source of all supply. Your wealth does not come from a paycheck, a client, or a business. It comes from the infinite. When you align yourself with this truth, you open the door to limitless possibilities. Fear is faith turned upside down. It believes in lack instead of abundance. But when you replace fear with faith, you shift your vibration and life responds. Faith is magnetic. It draws opportunities, clients, and unexpected blessings right to your door. Every time doubt whispers, replace it with a divine decree. Infinite Spirit, I am open and ready to receive my financial good now. Your words carry creative power. Speak as if your wealth already exists. Say aloud, I am richly supplied. Money flows to me in perfect ways. I live in divine abundance. When you speak in harmony with the divine, the universe must obey. Release every limiting belief that tells you you're unworthy, undeserving, or incapable. Those beliefs are illusions, shadows with no power except the power you give them. Let them dissolve and replace them with new truths. I am worthy. I am prosperous. I am guided. Then act with inspired confidence. Faith is not passive, it is alive. Listen to divine nudges, follow intuitive ideas, and step boldly into new opportunities. And finally, live in gratitude. Give thanks for the blessings you have and for the ones on their way. When you expect miracles, miracles happen. The moment you align your heart, words, and actions with faith, every financial block falls away, and divine supply rushes to meet you. Beloved, the first step in removing financial blocks is to recognize the divine source of all wealth. You see, prosperity is not something to be begged for or fought for in struggle. It is a natural flow from the infinite. The supply of the universe is abundant, overflowing, and ever-present. It is not limited by conditions, situations, or the seeming scarcity you perceive in the world. Every person who walks this earth is connected to this source, and when you consciously align yourself with it, you become a magnet for riches in all forms. Wealth, opportunity, and abundance are already yours, for the universe responds to your belief, not your circumstances. Many people attempt to accumulate money through struggle, worrying that there is not enough to go around. But this worry is a block, a barrier that keeps blessings at bay. The truth is that money and resources are merely symbols of divine energy. When you understand that all wealth flows from spirit, you no longer fight life, you flow with it. You begin to see that the supply is endless, and that every need, desire, and dream can be met when your heart is aligned with divine law. To recognize this source is to affirm daily that you are in the stream of infinite supply. Speak it aloud, declare it in your heart, and allow it to permeate your consciousness. Say, I am one with the infinite, and all the abundance I require is already flowing to me. This is not wishful thinking, nor is it idle dreaming. It is a spiritual principle. The universe does not argue, it responds. When you hold this truth in your mind and heart, fear, lack, and limitation dissolve naturally. Your thoughts, feelings, and words are instruments of creation. Every time you doubt or despair, you place a wall between yourself and the blessings of the universe. But when you recognize that the divine source is unlimited, you replace fear with confidence and scarcity with expectation. You begin to notice opportunities appearing in your path, doors opening where none seemed possible, and circumstances shifting in your favor. The supply is infinite, but your perception must be open to receive it. It is also essential to understand that the divine source works in perfect timing. There is no rush, no panic, no need to force results. When you release your doubts and trust the universal law of supply, abundance flows naturally and effortlessly. You are supported, guided, and supplied. Every act of faith you take, every word of gratitude you speak, and every thought of expectancy you hold aligns you with this infinite current. The moment you truly recognize that the universe is your provider, all blocks to financial flow begin to dissolve. Remember, the first principle of prosperity is faith in the infinite source. When you live this truth, financial struggles become memories, and you step into a life of effortless abundance, guided and supplied by the power that created the stars and the oceans, now working for you. Fear is the greatest thief of prosperity, for it tells the mind that there is not enough, that life is a struggle, and that lack is inevitable. When you allow fear to dominate your thoughts, you unconsciously attract limitation and block the flow of abundance. Every worry, every anxious thought, and every doubt is a signal to the universe that you do not trust in the infinite. But when you consciously replace fear with faith, a miraculous transformation takes place. Faith is magnetic. It draws to you the very things your heart desires. It is the light that dissolves darkness, the law that turns potential into reality. Faith is not merely wishful thinking, nor is it a hope that things will improve someday. It is an inner knowing, a deep trust in the infinite supply of spirit, a recognition that all your needs are met and all your desires are attainable. When fear arises, confront it with this knowing. Speak to your inner self and declare, I am safe. I am provided for. I trust in the infinite. The moment you shift your thought from doubt to certainty, the universe rearranges circumstances in your favor. What once seemed impossible now becomes inevitable, and doors previously closed swing wide open. The practice of faith begins with awareness. Notice the moments when worry creeps in. It may be the thought of bills, the fear of not having enough, or the anxiety of an uncertain future. Each time you catch yourself in this vibration of lack, gently redirect your mind. Affirm the truth of abundance. Say, I let go of fear. I trust in the infinite supply. Prosperity flows to me now. These simple words, repeated with conviction, are powerful tools. They are the keys that unlock the door to financial freedom. Faith also requires patience and persistence. It is not a force that demands immediate results, but a current that grows stronger the more you align with it. Trust that every step you take, every idea you act upon, and every word you speak in faith is planting seeds in the fertile soil of the universe. Even if the evidence is not yet visible, the unseen power is working to bring your desires into form. Worry and fear only stunt this growth, while faith nurtures it to fruition. Remember, fear is always focused on lack, while faith is focused on abundance. When you choose faith, you are choosing alignment with the divine law of prosperity. You are saying to the universe, I am ready to receive. I am worthy. I am open. And the universe responds with perfect opportunities, timely solutions, and unexpected blessings. The moment you release fear and embrace faith, you step into a vibrational state where money, success, and abundance are drawn to you effortlessly. Faith is the bridge between your desires and their manifestation. It is the unseen force that carries you from limitation to liberation, from struggle to ease, from fear to joy. Let faith be your constant companion, your guiding light, and your unshakable assurance. When you do, financial blocks vanish, and prosperity becomes your natural inheritance, flowing to you in perfect ways and divine timing. Words are the instruments of creation, and in the realm of prosperity, they hold extraordinary power. Every word you speak is a declaration to the universe, a vibration that either attracts abundance or repels it. If your speech is filled with complaints, worries, or expressions of lack, you are unknowingly signaling to life that scarcity is your desire. On the other hand, when you speak words of faith, wealth, and gratitude, you are creating a magnetic force that draws riches and opportunity into your life. The universe cannot distinguish between wishful thinking and spoken truth. It responds to the vibration of your words. To remove financial blocks, it is essential to consciously choose the language of prosperity. Instead of saying, or I can't afford this, or money is so hard to come by, begin declaring, I am richly supplied in every way. Money flows to me effortlessly and abundantly. Speak these words with conviction, as if the abundance already exists. The law of prosperity is simple: what you speak, you attract. Every positive, affirming statement acts as a seed, planting the energy of wealth in the fertile soil of the universe, ready to grow and manifest in your life. Repetition and consistency are key. The mind responds to repeated statements, and the subconscious begins to accept them as truth. Each day, speak affirmations that reflect the reality you wish to live in. Say aloud, I am worthy of financial blessings. Opportunities come to me at the perfect time. My income increases constantly and easily. These words are not empty. They are commands to the infinite, instructions that bring your desires into form. Avoid speaking fear or limitation, even in jest. Phrases like, I'll never get ahead, or there's never enough, act as anchors that pull your energy toward lack. Instead, train your tongue and mind to declare only abundance. Speak with joy, confidence, and expectation. Let every conversation about money, work, or opportunity be an opportunity to affirm your prosperity. When you speak the language of wealth, your thoughts and actions align, creating a harmonious flow that invites miraculous financial breakthroughs. Remember that your words influence not only your outer world but your inner reality. Speaking positively about money reshapes your beliefs, dissolves subconscious blocks, and opens channels for new streams of income. When you declare that you are abundantly supplied, your mind and heart begin to recognize opportunities that were always present but previously unseen. The practice of speaking prosperity is not limited to affirmations. Express gratitude for money you have and for money on its way. Say, thank you, Spirit, for the abundance that flows to me. I am grateful for every blessing I receive. Gratitude amplifies the power of your words, making them a magnet for more riches. Words, combined with faith and expectation, break through financial blocks effortlessly and bring the universe into alignment with your desires. When you consistently speak the language of prosperity, you awaken the creative power within you. Every word becomes a key, unlocking doors that were once closed, removing barriers that seemed insurmountable, and inviting wealth into your life in perfect harmony with divine law. Speak wisely, speak boldly, and speak with unwavering faith, for your words are the instruments through which abundance flows. The mind is a garden, and the beliefs we hold are the seeds that determine what grows. Many financial blocks are rooted not in circumstance, but in the invisible patterns we carry within us. Limiting beliefs are thoughts of unworthiness, fear, and scarcity that have taken root in the subconscious mind. Often from childhood experiences, societal conditioning, or past disappointments, these beliefs quietly direct your life, creating barriers to abundance without your conscious awareness. To remove financial blocks, it is essential to identify and release these limiting beliefs, for they are illusions that have no true power except the power you give them. Begin by observing your inner dialogue. Notice the thoughts that arise when you consider money, success, or opportunity. Do you say to yourself, I'll never have enough? Or, I don't deserve this? These thoughts are not truth. They are echoes of old conditioning. They can be transformed through conscious awareness and divine law. Affirm to yourself that these beliefs no longer serve you in abundance. The moment you make this declaration, you plant a seed of liberation in your consciousness, and the universe responds to the vibration of freedom and expectation. It is also vital to say aloud, I am worthy of wealth. I am open to receive the perfect opportunities for my financial growth. Prosperity flows to me freely and endlessly. These statements do more than comfort the mind. They reprogram the subconscious, dissolving old blocks and creating space for the manifestation of your desires. Release is an act of trust. You must trust that letting go of old beliefs will not leave you empty, but will create a vacuum that the universe will fill with blessings. When you release fear and limitation, you make room for creativity, guidance, and new sources of income to flow effortlessly into your life. Holding on to old beliefs is like trying to row a boat while dragging an anchor. It keeps you stuck. Let go and allow the divine current of supply to carry you forward. Meditation, affirmation, and visualization are powerful tools in this process. Picture yourself living in financial freedom, feeling the joy, security, and peace that comes with abundance. Feel the emotions as if your desires are already fulfilled. The subconscious mind does not distinguish between imagination and reality. When you feed it with the energy of faith and expectation, it aligns your outer world accordingly. Remember, the release of limiting beliefs is not a one-time act, but a continual practice. Each day, notice any thoughts of doubt or scarcity, and replace them with affirmations of wealth, confidence, and divine provision. As you persist, the mental patterns of lack dissolve and financial blocks vanish. You begin to operate from a state of inner freedom, allowing prosperity to flow naturally, easily, and endlessly into your life. Faith alone is not enough. It must be accompanied by inspired action. The universe responds not only to belief but also to movement in the direction of your desires. Acting in alignment with divine guidance is the key to transforming faith into tangible results. When you listen to the gentle promptings of intuition, the subtle nudges from spirit, and the inner whispers of your heart, you step into a flow where abundance is inevitable. These are not ordinary thoughts, they are guidance from the infinite, leading you toward opportunities, people, and circumstances that will manifest your financial dreams. Many people wait passively for miracles, thinking that faith is simply sitting quietly and hoping. While stillness is important for clarity, action is the bridge between the invisible and the visible. Faith without action is like planting a seed and refusing to water it. Inspired action is never forced or desperate. It is confident, deliberate, and joyful. When an idea, a plan, or an opportunity presents itself, act with courage and trust, knowing that the universe supports you every step of the way. Each step you take in alignment with spirit multiplies your ability to receive. To act in alignment with divine guidance, begin by quieting the mind and opening your heart. Meditation, prayer, or still reflection will allow the inner voice of wisdom to be heard clearly. Ask for direction and then remain alert for signs, ideas, or feelings that point the way. Often, the guidance will come in the form of sudden clarity, unexpected opportunities, or even casual suggestions from others. Do not dismiss these as coincidences. They are the threads of the universe weaving your prosperity into reality. It is also essential to act with integrity and honesty, for actions rooted in fear, manipulation, or desperation will never attract lasting abundance. When you align with spirit, your actions are harmonious with universal law. They are effortless, graceful, and naturally productive. You will notice that doors previously closed now open easily, and the right people, resources, and circumstances appear exactly when needed. This is the law in action. Faith inspires action, action invites opportunity, and opportunity manifests blessings. Even small steps matter. You do not need to know the entire path. You only need to follow the guidance of the moment. Each inspired step creates momentum, breaking down resistance, and clearing the way for greater abundance. Avoid overthinking or forcing results. Trust that the universe works in perfect timing, and that every action you take in faith contributes to the unfolding of your financial freedom. Remember, abundance is not delivered by effort alone, but by action in alignment with the infinite. When you listen, trust, and follow divine guidance, you enter a stream where miracles, financial opportunities, and prosperity flow naturally. Acting in harmony with spirit turns invisible faith into visible wealth, removing all financial blocks and creating a life of ease, grace, and limitless supply. Gratitude is the secret key that unlocks the doors of abundance. When you live in a state of gratitude and expectancy, you align yourself with the infinite flow of prosperity. The universe responds to your vibration, and when your heart is full of thanks for what you have and what is on its way, you signal to life that you are ready to receive even more. Gratitude is not merely a polite acknowledgement, it is a powerful spiritual law that draws blessings, dissolves limitations, and amplifies the energy of abundance in every area of your life. To live in expectancy means to believe that your desires are already fulfilled. It is a conscious declaration to the universe that you are prepared to receive without hesitation. Expectancy is the faith in action that removes doubt and fear from the mind, allowing the flow of wealth to move freely. Say daily, I expect divine blessings now. I am open to receive the perfect opportunities for prosperity. I am grateful for all the abundance in my life. When spoken with feeling and conviction, these words create a magnetic field that attracts prosperity and financial freedom. Gratitude transforms your perception. When you focus on lack, your attention feeds scarcity. But when you focus on what you already have and what is coming, your mind is filled with positivity, and your vibration rises. Every moment of thanks, no matter how small, reinforces the connection between you and the infinite. Give thanks for your current income, your talents, your resources, and even the lessons that have brought you to this moment. Gratitude is the foundation of expectancy, and expectancy is the bridge to manifestation. Visualize your desires as if they are already fulfilled. Feel the joy, peace, and excitement as though your bank account reflects the abundance you seek. Gratitude combined with visualization magnifies the power of your faith, sending a clear message to the universe that your prosperity is not just a wish but a reality in spirit. This practice removes all resistance, clears mental blocks, and aligns you with the divine current of wealth that flows endlessly and effortlessly. Even in challenging times, maintain a heart of gratitude. Thank the universe for the unseen blessings, for the doors that are about to open, and for the divine guidance that surrounds you. This unwavering attitude of thanks and expectancy creates a fertile field where miracles grow. The moment you cultivate this practice, you begin to notice opportunities, solutions, and resources appearing with ease. You are no longer struggling against life, you are moving with it, fully aligned with the law of prosperity. Gratitude and expectancy are not temporary exercises, they are a lifestyle. When you consistently practice them, every action, thought, and word becomes a magnet for abundance. Financial blocks dissolve naturally, for the heart that is grateful and expectant cannot harbor fear, doubt, or limitation. You step into a life where prosperity flows to you freely, joyfully, and continuously. Live in gratitude, expect blessings daily, and watch as the universe responds, delivering wealth, opportunity, and divine favor in perfect measure.